What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and I'm back with another Marvel Snap video. And in this video, I wanted to show you Glenn Jones from Second Dinner, his Infinite deck, because I've been playing it so much, and it is so freaking good. And yeah, it's pretty accessible too. So I think a lot of you have the cards for it. All right. But before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name's Chris. I also go by Bootman. And yeah, if you love learning different deck card strategies, ranking up the ladder, playing conquest mode, finding out about decks that other people aren't playing, but they should be, you definitely want to subscribe, ring that notification bell. You can also follow me over on Twitter because I do monthly season pass giveaways. I give away 3 every single month. And make sure you follow me on Twitch. It's linked down below. I've been trying to stream over there a little bit more. So yeah, let's jump into this thing. So Glenn Jones, Glenn the man. So those of you who have not had the pleasure of being introduced to Glenn Jones, Glenn is, what's his exact title? He is the principal game designer. So whenever there are balance patches, OTA balances, everything like that, Glenn Jones is like the head dude behind all that, all right? He is just very knowledgeable about card games, balancing. He answers a lot of the developer questions when people are asking like, hey, why is this card like this? Why is this card like that? Why does it function this way? Why isn't the power level this, blah, blah, blah. Glenn Jones is the dude. So a lot of people at Second Dinner, they play the game as well. And they try to play just like normal players like all of us. They just, have whatever cards they have. We've heard from them, like they don't have access to all the cards, like unless they're internally testing on their own accounts. They have to like earn cards just like us, spend their own money just like us, everything. So anyways, he posted this deck list and I looked at it, I'm just like, that is an interesting deck. That is so interesting, all right? So I did make one slight adjustment to it, so let's go over it real quick. So, basically, this deck is designed for a turn 6 dump of cards, all right? A lot of cool things that you can do with it. The only thing that's gonna stop you is if somebody has wave, then you're kind of screwed, just bounce out, all right? But anyways, look, you have 2 0-cost cards. And like Glenn said, somebody played something like this against him, so he made his own adjustments to it. So like you have 0-cost cards, okay? You also have Thor in here who makes a 0-cost card. You have Jane Foster in here who pulls out your zeros. And then you have cards like Bishop, Angela, and Hitmonkey, which are, very Sarah-esque, that get big when you dump a bunch of cards, right? Or like with Angela, you just buff her up with Kitty. Yellow Jacket, it gives you -1 power, but you also have Luke Cage here, okay? And Luke Cage is just like a decent tech card, especially if people are playing high Evo, whatever. So Glenn Jones had armor in his deck list. I personally, like if it was last season before Loki came out, I'd be like, cool, use armor. Everybody's playing Destroy, use armor. I haven't found the need for armor, so I replaced armor with Shadow King, okay? Shadow King's just a great tech card right now against like the Silky Smooth deck, against collector decks, all that kind of stuff. And since you have Luke Cage, when you Shadow King, you're not going to hit your Bishop, your Angela, anything else that gets big, all right? So ideally, like that's what's gonna happen, okay? But I've played this a ton. I've won a ton of matches. First question people ask is like, how is it against the Loki lineup? I've only lost 1 game to a Loki collector deck, and I said it like this: what happened was exactly what you think would happen, okay? They did Loki, they got my Luke Cage, and they just blocked me from doing my Shadow King thing. That's what happened, all right? So anyways, you can tinker with this. Now you know like the basic idea of this deck. The only other card that I think might be replaceable is Hulkbuster, but I understand why Hulkbuster is here. I just haven't had the opportunity to use him. I haven't had like a really good game where I'm just like bouncing Kitty, and then like on turn 4, I could just, do like a Hulkbuster into my Kitty or anything like that. Maybe that's why I haven't cared about armor too much, because nothing gets that big. Because yeah, with armor, like I'm pretty much dumping everything on turn 6, so nothing's really getting that big. You can also consider replacing Shadow King with Shang-Chi, because you're not really getting anything big until turn 6 anyways, and you're pretty good at dodging priority. All right, but this deck is phenomenal. Nobody knows what to expect with it, so like, it's really good. All right, so I'm gonna jump into a few games. Unlike some recent videos I've been doing, we're just showing you like kind of like the highlights and the wins. I'm gonna show you the losses as well. I do think this is a complex type of deck that you should take into the proving grounds first, but I wanna walk you through my thought process even if I'm losing, because you do have to know when to retreat with decks like this, all right? Let's jump into a few games. Oh my God, we actually have Kitty and Ansel on the first turn. So by the way, I'm slowly, very slowly coming around to the new rank system. I do still think there should be a hard reset, but I'm slowly coming around. Like, I didn't play that much yesterday, but I've been playing this deck and another one that's really, really good. And yeah, like I've been able to build ranks like pretty decently. So I'm seeing like how it kind of works a little bit more. Beautiful, beautiful. So they have Collector. Now, like I said, I had that one game with, where they did their thing and I wasn't too happy about it. So I'm not sure if it's best to like hit Collector early or what. Trying to figure that out. Like the Collector Loki decks, like even though I think it's being overblown how powerful Loki is, like, I don't think they're running Shang-Chi, right? Like most of the Collector decks just aren't running Shang-Chi. A lot of them are running Devil Dinosaur right now, by the way. I've been thinking about putting Echo in too. Have fun. The boy could use a Shadow King. Oh, hello. So what I'm thinking right now is like, should I snap? Like I probably should. Let's wait though, because I also wonder like if Sarah needs to be in this deck, right? Because like, look at my turn 6 play, and part of it was because Angela got Icebox, but like, look at my turn 6. It's like, I could do like Shadow King and Mysterio, you know? Maybe if I pull Mjolnir, well, Mjolnir, if I pull Mjolnir, but I can also drop Wasp too. Well, let's see. Because by dodging priority, if they do like a turn 6 Loki, like I'm hitting you, like you're getting hit. Uh-oh, is that a Loki? Beautiful. Beautiful. Mjolnir, please? Mjolnir, please? Okay, I have Luke Cage too. So like, if this was a regular game and I had like 3 locations with Bishop, like this would be such a phenomenal turn 6, right? Like I have Luke Cage to protect me from my Yellow Jacket and my Shadow King, like nuts. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna stack that. Do I need that much power there? Yeah, probably, because we're gonna be going for the tiebreaker. So I'm not gonna snap, but let's see. I'm not doing the math on this. That's gonna be 9, 16. Oh, you poor Collector, you. Yeah, I don't know if we win the tiebreaker on this. We're gonna have +4 there, or +6. Now. Yeah, too much of a differential. Man, like, yeah, if Luke's bar wasn't there, like, we think about how we would have been able to spread out the power on that. You know what I mean? Like, that was like great hand, and like there just wasn't much we could do in that particular situation, especially because Angela got hit. Like, if Angela didn't get hit, we could have started building her with Kitty a lot sooner, you know what I mean? Said it before and I'll say it again, but like in that last game, like I don't know if Devil Dino is the best option to put in Collector decks, because you're often dumping your hand, right? Like if that person had 3 locations as well. And by the way, that person too, like when you're playing a hand size deck, like play off of your, like use that Luke's bar, like use it, like bounce stuff back, especially when you have Collector on the board like that. Like they could have won by a lot more potentially, but I had Shadow King. They didn't know that. Had I not had Shadow King, like they could have just been bouncing stuff back, you know? Yeah, like I'm really iffy on Hulkbuster. Really iffy. Like I think this could be a Sarah or maybe a Shang-Chi. One of those two. Oh, I was like, man, you want? Oh my God. Oh. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? And now you're like, oh, wish you had armor in there, don't you, Chris? Don't you? We'll do this. They could be running a Shang, like they're a Thanos deck. So, makes things a little bit tricky. Oh, turn 3. This, I don't think it's gonna be a good matchup. I don't think, so this is one of the ones where I'm talking about like retreat, right? Now that Post Infinite has like infinite ranks, like I can talk a little bit more strategy on that. Ooh. Like, do I want to do this just for extra power? How are we just stuck in another situation where like we don't get a third location? Let's save it. Let's just see what happens. Like, I think a bishop would be an ideal turn right now. Ideal draw. But this person is taking forever. I hope they snap just so I can leave and maybe be done with this by dinner time. Just for reference, I'm recording this at 9 a.m. That's why that joke was funny. Okay. All right, well, at least they didn't, holy mother of God. So Angela still triggers, right? Yeah. So let's do this. Let's do this along with this and this with this. So we're getting rid of a bunch of stuff over here, and hopefully we can make something very big here. Holy mother, like they have had the perfect game. Like, they're drawing like a stones, their lockjaws just killing it. So I can add 10. I can add 10 right here. We might, wait, are we gonna win this? Oh, I almost said a naughty word on camera. I almost said a naughty word. Wait a second, like, is this? No, this isn't gonna work, right? This is not gonna work. If we had the real mysterious, oh my God, we lost by 1. We lost by 1. That was really close. That was insanely close. That game right there was way closer than it had any right to be. Now, picture this. If they didn't Spider-Man my Hulkbuster over there and Hulkbuster was on this Angela, I could have played the real Mysterio over here and we would have been Gucci. Like, that's really crazy. That's really crazy. They should have won that by a lot more with the way they were able to get every single card they needed. I like that. I am satisfied with that game. Let's do one more. So, by the way, did you all know that now if you mute somebody, it mutes them forever? Phenomenal. So right before this game, I jumped into a game, it was TVA, and I just instant quit. I'm like, that won't be good for a video. Then I was thinking like, I had Bishop on my opening hand. I should have just stayed. But anyways, I retreated. I just retreated when TVA popped up and they did a little Miss Marvel, and now they're muted forever, right? And that's the beautiful thing I think about this, right? Like, there's so many trolls in Marvel Snap, emote spammers, all that kind of stuff, right? And now, like, slowly but surely, like, and they might not even realize this because ignorance is bliss, but everybody's gonna mute them, right? And they're just gonna be like trapped in this void of just emoting to themselves, but they're gonna be ignorant to it. They're not gonna realize that everybody has it muted because slowly over time, everybody's gonna perma mute them, right? So they're gonna be, in their brain, like, I guess it's win-win, right? And they get to be like, like, oh, I get to sit here and just emote all day long, and people are just enduring it. Like, what deck are they playing? How is, like, is this a hot location? Is Nidavellir a hot location? If it's not, that's weird, right? We've had it in like all of our games. I think they're playing the whatchamacallit deck. The tribunal deck. Like that's probably Iron Man, something like that. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I was like, Jesus, turn 5 already? We can't do anything. So I'm gonna pull 2, we have 5. We wanna do that. No. Let's do that, because we're gonna pull 2, so I want a little space so we get like another card too. They're about to be very satisfied with what they're gonna do if that's the tribunal deck. God, I was just thinking, I'm like, please don't be kitty.
Opponent snapped.
So they just snapped. This is a terrible stay. I'll give you guys one more. So like I said, the strategy behind this, like you have to know what you can and can't go up against. You also have to be familiar with the popular decks right now. Like everything in this is showing signs of the tribunal list, and they're on Nidavellir, so they're gonna take that extra 5, 10, 15, 20 power, right? And then spread that out along with their other stuff like Onslaught, Iron Man, all that stuff. So yeah, we'll just peace out. We'll do one more. Aha! Nidavellir is a hot location. Okay. So just a heads up, with Nidavellir being a hot location, like you also got to play decks that are, you know, you got to think about it. Right now, this deck is not the deck to be playing. Or you definitely do replace Shadow King with Shang-Chi. Like that's what you definitely do. So yeah, just keep that in mind because Nidavellir is out here doing this thing. Oh, give me Jane. Give me Jane. Oh my God, it would have been so much better for that Jane. That's actually not bad right there. That's not bad.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
You're gonna take my Luke? Good job. Like, I kinda win with that. Oh. Interesting. Interesting move, sir. Really hope I get a Jane. I wonder what deck they're playing though. Like, is this could be the collector deck? I'm not sure how many are running Spider-Man right now, but like Mirage, Legion, you know what I mean? God, imagine if I had Sunspot right now. Look at all that unspent energy. Woo! Okay. Like, I am cool with this. I got Shadow King. Yeah, I can play Shadow King with Mysterio. They're scared. They're scared. All right, everybody, that was Glenn Jones' Infinite deck. You got a feel for like how it rolls. Like I said, right now, right this very second, so if you watch this video today and you're playing it, like I would definitely slot in Shang-Chi just for the day, and or maybe even go back to putting armor in since Nidavellir is a hot location. But overall, this is a solid deck. I think it could potentially use some tweaks or whatever, but you know, Glenn hit Infinite on it. And like I would say, like this deck requires practice. Take it in the proving grounds. So don't just be like, oh, this YouTuber said the deck was good, so I'm just gonna take it straight. I'm gonna take it straight to ranked. No, just go to the proving grounds, practice it a little bit. A lot of these decks require some practice. All right, but yeah, I love Glenn Jones is a great follow over on Twitter. He'll post the decks that he plays like each season to hit Infinite and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely go follow him over there. I'll link his tweet down in the description below. All right, but anyways, that's all I got for the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, ring that notification bell because I keep hitting you with those good decks that other people aren't talking about. All right, but yeah, Thanks so much for watching. Follow me over on Twitter, follow me over on Twitch. It's linked down below. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.